Hey guys, Tyler here, North Florida Painters. Just a couple tips in the painting industry or even contracting industry. If you're getting any renovation done to your home or property, we specialize in painting, interior, exterior, cabinet refinishing. We're fully licensed and insured, full workers' comp. So it's not just about the project; it's about the protection of you and your property. We care. We're all over Google, all over social. So when we show up, we are demanded to do a good job, and we care about your property just like it is our own. Your property, our passion is actually our slogan. Now, when picking a contractor, let's say you need any job done. Okay, you get a few bids. You want to make sure whoever that you choose is pulling up with their brand on their truck. You can find them on Google. You can find them on Yelp. You can find them everywhere because that gives you leverage as the client. One, you don't want to hire the cheapest guy because they're probably not using any of that stuff, and they're probably not insured, and they probably don't have workers' comp because all that stuff is expensive. Okay, so that's why you want that, because they're going to care. You're going to be protected. And then if they do screw up, which most likely they won't, and if they do, they're definitely coming back, because if you can blast them on any social and leave them a bad review, I mean, a one bad review is literally such a bad anchor to a business. And if, like me being a contractor, one bad review for me means food off my family's table. So I can't afford that to happen, right? So I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make sure the communication's top notch. Again, all the insurance is in place. The guys are top notch. The team is top notch. What all we can do to make your experience and what you expect as a property owner to get the job that you're looking for. Once again, whether that's full repaints from us, whether that's flooring, countertops, cabinets, any type of remodel work that may be out there, which we can also help with. But, just making sure you get that one down. So if you get a few reviews, make sure all 3 reviews are from people that are focused on building their brand and building a company. And that's number one. And if they have a family and things like that, that's even more leverage, because that means they're going to care even more most of the time. Another thing to really take a look at is obviously any references, how many reviews they have, positive versus negative, what type of situations going on, if they've got reviews from years ago, but nothing really lately, what's the deal there? So some little things to kind of look into that are really quick, just by doing some research and due diligence up front before you allow them to come into the home. Because chucking a truck, and I'm not knocking this, because there are a lot of great people out there, a lot of guys trying to get started, things like that, make adjustments in their life. And, there are some good people there. So, you just got to kind of go with your gut and hopefully it works out. But most of the time, if you don't want to waste your time on a what if, get the guy with the brand on everything. Okay. And that's going to give you the best bet, because they're going to care the most. And what it all comes down to is how much the person really cares to do the job right and treat the client right. Right. So that's it there. Again, Tyler, North Florida Painters. If you have any questions, you can find me anywhere on all socials, and we're glad to help. I'm glad to help anytime. My team loves work. They love to stay busy, and I want to keep them busy. So, NorthFloridaPainters.com. I've got a free instant quote tool below. Hopefully that helps get you some quotes ahead of time to expect what the pricing would be. We can always nail it down and give you an exact numbers. We don't surprise anybody. There's no things like that. So we like to be fully transparent, and make sure that you get a good experience. All right. Have a great day.